siguro for JC and Bella muna. Yung sa 100 na tula, isang daang tula para kay Stella, how important is it para mabuo yung connection ninyong dalawa na maging effective as a partner or team up para doon sa mga sumunod din yung project eventually in this movie?
I think hindi kami umeffort. Parang, especially the first week na nagsushoot kami. Kasi sa characters naman namin sa una, hindi rin talaga kami magkakilala eh. So, I think that added authenticity to the scenes. Pero, ano ba?
Oh, kasi yung freshness din ngayon na nagkita kami ulit after a few years. Parang same feeling pa din, no? Una kaming nagkita.
Oo, yung eksena sa pintuan. So, I guess, sinuswerte kami na yung mga characters na piniplay namin, they somehow also relate to or resonate sa kung ano nangyayari sa totoong buhay namin. Hindi ko alam kung timing ba yun or napagbibigyan kami ng ng tadhana, but it always works out that way. We very easily became friends nung first film. We have the same interests, we like watching the same kinds of movies. Kaya hindi mahirap to like each other as friends. Parang nadalian kami, or ako at least, nadalian ako na maging kaibigan. He's very open, very, very generous with what he knows. Siyempre, hindi ako theater actress, pero ang sarap-sarap pakinggan ni JC when he talks about his life sa theater. I learned so much. So, nung lilipat ako ng London, he was one of the first people I asked, like, how do I do this? What does it feel like? Kasi he lived in New York. He took acting classes in New York. So, yung trust din namin sa isa't isa, it goes beyond work. So yun, I can reach out to him at any point. Yun.
Actually, tama siya dun sa effortless na yung... Alam mo, na-test ko na to even sa... Magtitinginan lang kami nito kahit walang context. Kaya namin payakin yung isa't isa.
Oh.
So, umabot na kami dun sa even sa nung kay Direk Irene before, umabot na kami sa wala naman talagang script yung eksena pero nagawa namin ang paraan. So, meron na kaming gano'n na gusto namin talagang magkwento at gusto namin i-share yung kwento at gusto namin makaramdam yung taong nanonood. That's I think, the common ground.
I think also, I personally felt, lucky charm ko to eh. Parang, since I met JC, all my films worked. Nagsunod-sunod, kahit hindi siya yung katrabaho ko, nabigyan niya ng swerte yung buhay ko. So,
grabe naman! Pengi naman na.
Uy, hindi wala pang bonus. Hindi, pero seriously, Isang Daang Tula really was my first hit film. And I can't even say it was my first hit film, it's our first hit film. So, wherever I went after that, kung sino man makatrabaho ko, he gave me the confidence na your movies work out. So, for that, I'm always grateful to JC and I always look forward to working with him.
Kahit sinong makita namin, lagi kami hinahanap eh. Kailan yung susunod na movie namin, so I guess lagi kami hinahabang.
Kagabi, sa gas station, natanong sa'yo, ba't mo sinaktan si Fidel? Kuya, 8 years na yun!
Mubon.
Yung nagagas yun napaisip nga ba kulang yung nilagay niyang gas kasi galit pala siya kay Stella.
Ikaw, JC, matuturing mo rin bang Lucky Charms?
Oh, it's actually the same thing. That was also my first hit film in the mainstream. Yun din po yung nagbigay daan sa akin sa mga susunod na projects and everything. So, swerte din namin talaga yung isa't isa. So, lagi naman, dahil may pelikula kami, lagi may nanonood at meron talagang following yung tandem. So, I guess, she's also my Lucky Charm.
And for my last question, kasi na-mention nyo na may mga disagree kayo dun sa mga traits ng respective characters ninyo. Without spoiling anything, kung meron kayong message for them, siguro pati na rin kay ano yung masasabi niyo sa mga characters ninyo? Mensahe niyo.
Sabihin ko kay Fidel, gear up, there's more.
Yeah. Yan na lang yung nasabi ko. Kay Stella, masasabi ko, proud ako sa'yo, nagbago ka na.
Para Clyde, salamat nagpakatotoo ka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Nurse Alma of GMA Entertainment Digital. Up next, we have Alan Sancon of Stars Film.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
The long wait is over after 8 years, di ba? Alam naman namin masusundan ko kasi open-ended yung yung isang daang tula para kay Stella. Pero this time, kay Bella, kasi parang this is love triangle between
Yes.
Kyle and si JC. How do you describe yung romantic scenes or eksena mo dun sa dalawa? Una kay JC, second kay Kyle. Not spoiling anything.
Yeah. Yung scenes ni Stella kay Fidel, exciting. Kasi ngayon lang sila nakita ulit eh. So, si Stella medyo very siya, teasing kay Fidel, di ba? Mahilig niyang guluhin yung buhay at yung utak ni Fidel. So, ganun ko siya ginawa ulit nung umpisa. So, obviously may difference this time, may maturity, but ako na-excite ako sa ngayon, yung the day after na nagkita kami for the first time. Ang sarap parang ang sarap takutin ni Fidel. So it's a fun kind of love, I feel, but also very deep. So yung balik naman ni Fidel sa kanya yung aabangan niyo dito. So yun. Sa character ni Clyde, genuinely speaking, I didn't know how to do my scenes with Kyle kasi we have an age difference. I didn't know how I could relate to someone his age for Stella. So I think I just allowed the scenes to flow. Parang hinayaan ko muna na mag-play out yung eksena. Tapos doon ko iniisip yung ano gagawin ni Stella sa situation na to. So our scenes are very organic. That's how I would describe it. Kasi I would literally wait for the scene to play out. So yung love story din nila, I think is that it's more go with the flow. So yun po.
I think meron din yung audience dito na, uy, okay naman sila. Ay, hindi okay sila. Ay, hindi okay sila. Mahihirapan yung audience.
So yun yung aabangan, di ba? Wala si Direct Paul to answer the question. Maybe Bella will answer it also. Follow up lang, no? Talaga bang ginawang yung third party or third character yung kay Clyde mas bata compared dun sa kay age ninyo? Bakit siya yung napili? Parang
No,
ganun.
actually walang age si Clyde's script. It could have been an older actor, but si Kyle was handpicked by our producers. Management decision. So management decision. So and I'm very happy na they ended up with Kyle. Kasi nga, like your question earlier, CJ, we have Gen Z audience now that we need to also relate to. So he's bringing that to the film. He also makes the film more light and more youthful. So hindi ko rin alam kung katulad nung sagot ko kanina sa question before this. I don't know if it was timing or napagbigyan kami ng tadhana this time, but casting Kyle was a really good call sa management namin. Even if yun, may question siguro in my head nung mga eksena namin, shocks, paano mo gagawin to? Pero si Kyle kasi as a person, not as Clyde, is also very mature. He knows how to communicate with different kinds of people. So, yun po.
Maybe because he sing, di ba? Kasi may character, may pa na kumakanta siya doon di ba?
Yes.
Yung last question ko, actually, this is a phone-in question. Tanong ko lang rin, sabi niyo nga, yung isang daang awit, isang daang tula, kayo naman yung gawang character. Pero sabi mo dapat papalitan na yung character mo, di ba, Bella? Pero what do you think, bakit binigay pa rin ng Viva sa inyo itong isang daang tula? Pwede namang ibigay sa ibang tao. Especially kay Clyde din, bakit kaya ikaw yung napili ng Viva to be part nitong isang daang tula para kay Stella?
po na sinabi ko po kanina, napatanong po talaga ako kung bakit nga? Bakit talaga ako? But when it comes to acting, I think one thing that's the beauty of our job is you get to be put in shoes you never thought you'd ever be able to fill. I don't know, I'm older than, in this, as Clyde, he's older than I am as a person, as Kyle. Pero hindi naman kailangan pag-usapan yun sa script. I think when it came to choosing me to play Clyde, ang pinakasinabi po sa akin kasi they were also very excited for me to sing throughout this whole film. And I have a lot of different songs and I think maglalabas din kami ng mga soundtrack. Parte po ng paglabas po ng movie ay maglalabas din po ako ng mga kanta na nirecord ko po para sa movie din. So I guess parte na rin po na kaya ko pong kumanta at actor na rin po ako. But for the most part, ang pinaramdam na po sa akin is may importansya itong character ko na doon. I have to do a good job. So, yun. Masaya po ako. I just want to say thank you kay Viva Films, my first project under them, but thank you for thinking about me for this project. Yun po.
Bella and Daisy.
So, hindi ko rin po alam. Minsan po napapa-question din ako, bakit po ako? I guess siguro sa flavor din ng ginagawa namin ni Bella. Na paano namin ikikwento yung kwento. Wala po talaga akong sagot, sorry.
Baka yun, baka dahil tried and tested naman nila kaming dalawa sa ganitong genre. Ako, I think yun. And yun nga, dahil nag-text ako ng talaga, hindi na po ako sa style.
Nakatulong yun.
Nakatulong yun. Kung hindi ako nag-text, iba po yung nakaupo nila talaga. Buti nag-text ako.
Sana nga maging blockbuster to. Susunod
Sana
naman.
po. Kasi kung hindi na ako makapag-text ulit.
Ang susunod na sigurong title, 100 sayaw na. Para kay Stella.
Recast na po ako dun. Hindi na talaga ako yun.
So thank you, Jean. Congratulations in advance.
Thank you. Thank you. That was Alan Sancon of Stars for the Bits. Up next, we have Ian Lee Estrella, TikTok content creator.
Hi po, and congratulations in advance. For
Thank you.
JC, kung babalikan mo yung kabuuan ng kwento ni Fidel mula dun sa tula hanggang ngayon sa awit, ano yung mga differences or yung mga personal na changes na napansin mo kung i-compare mo sila?
Personal changes ni Fidel?
Yes.
Oh.
Character development niya from tula hanggang awit.
Okay. Oh, I guess, pero paano to? I guess yung si Fidel, ano ba? Hirap dito ah.
May nagtuturo ng sagot dito.
Ano sabi niya?
Ako talaga? Hindi, sabi ni Bella, ano?
He chooses himself first.
Yeah, well, di ba, may kakaibang mindset si Fidel about love nung bata siya. He loves the idea of love. Kaya meron din siya parang questionable yung pagmamahal niya kay Stella. So, tapos, aside from that, there's this lingering insecurity about his confidence and his speech defect. So, tinanong ko din to kay Direk Jason Paul, ano na kaya bago kay Fidel? Yeah. I guess for this movie, ang naging bago lang kay Fidel is nag-mature na siya na i-accept lang yung sarili niya, lahat ng mga nafe-feel niyang pagkakamali niya. Na kasi umabot siya sa point na may mali yung tao sa paligid ko, hindi ako. Magtiisa na lang ako kasi mahirap makasalamuha sa tao kasi there's a possibility of bullying. So we're talking about fear here, na a great amount of fear. So dito, before na hirapan si Fidel, nagiging defensive siya about it. Ngayon, he's more accepting dun sa nangyayari sa kanya at pinagdadaanan niya. I guess it also talks about a good amount of mental health issue. So, mayroong malaking discussion about what's going on with Fidel. Ayun. Sana nakatulong.
For Miss Bella, maraming viewers dati yung may mixed feelings sa character ni Stella.
Yeah.
Do you think Stella was misunderstood personally in the original film? Tapos, ginawa mo bang parang avenue to para ipakita this time kung ano talaga yung nangyari?
Yes, definitely. I always say adulting is realizing that they were both at fault sa isang taong tula para kay Stella. Kasi syempre, it's easy to blame yung stronger character and si Stella yung stronger character sa una. So, nung hindi sila nagkatuluyan sa ending, everyone hated Stella, or I'd say like half of the people hated Stella because they wanted me to choose Fidel. Pero ang buhay kasi hindi naman ganun kadali talaga, diba? We showed towards the end of the film why Stella's not allowed to choose Fidel. But obviously, dahil nanonood ka ng pelikula, gusto mo sila magkatuluyan hanggang sa ipipilit mo na ito yung gusto ko mangyari, ito dapat yung nangyari. The reason I finally said yes to this version is because this is Stella's redemption arc. Maintindihan nyo ngayon where she's coming from. So, dun sa 8 years in between na hindi na, syempre natin mapapakita, Stella goes through so much. Meron siyang grief, meron siyang emotional and physical situations that she shouldn't have gone through. Lagi nga namin pinag-uusapan ang ganda ng buhay ni Fidel. Kahit sa start ng movie, meron siyang tatay na mahal siya, doting father. Meron siyang nanay na nasa ibang bansa na pinapadala siya ng necktie para sa graduation. You know, he comes from a loving home. Stella comes from a broken family na minumura siya ng ate niya, na wala siyang chance to grow or prove herself. Kaya when she finally found someone who believes in her, she doesn't know how to treat him or how to love him properly. So I think adulting and maturing is realizing that not everybody comes from the same background and not everyone has equal opportunities. I think also maybe because we have a male writer/director, Stella is written from a male's perspective. So I made sure that this time around, even if she's written by a man, I will still give her a female perspective. So yeah. Thank you.
Para kay Kyle naman, last questions. Musician ka dito sa isang daang awit para kay Stella, di ba? Kung may isang kanta ka gustong kantahin, personal choice mo para kay Stella, anong kanta yun at bakit?
Para kay Stella? Any song?
Any song, any song.
Para kay Stella? Linger.
Cranberries.
Yes, by the Cranberries. Yes, you will.
Sample daw.
Sample daw.
Liquor. I don't keep it. And I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Nakakaiyak.
Umiyak si Stella agad.
Bakit pala yun yung napili mo?
Bakit? Maraming actually, no. Honestly, there's gonna be different things I think she allowed to linger in her life na babalik sa kanya dito sa film na to. Sa pagkakaintindi ko, as Clyde, kay Stella, sa mga nabasa ko sa kanya, she let a couple things linger, even towards Clyde. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. And